Let's jump into some psychology behind the headlines now. Have you ever wondered why a man with a trophy wife on his arm also has a big smile on his face? It's science. Apparently, a new survey by one psychologist shows having an attractive spouse does play a major role in marital satisfaction, but only for men. Let's use the overly happy Jerry from Parks and Recreation for an example here. We'll check out his wife and family, okay? Researchers think it could be because men with hot wives feel like they've lucked out. So that makes them happy, but it also makes them more likely to care about their wives' needs and invest more time in pleasing them. And in turn, that makes the hot wife happy because she knows her husband is more devoted and committed. On the surface, it sounds like no duh, but it's pretty interesting, right? If you marry up, you're gonna try harder to keep her.
I definitely agree, Michelle. And I think it's funny because the reality is men are more visual, so of course they're gonna be happier if they have a hot wife. But for us ladies, it takes a little more than just that,
absolutely,
right?
Because study after study show that men are much more visual than women, and women base relationships more on the emotional, whether we like it or not,
That's
whether
true.
we want to admit it or
It is
not.
true.
These studies are over and over again proven as truth.
Yeah, but and two, the hard part about this is, what about the women who are not quote hot based on their
Yeah, is it based on if the husband thinks you're hot or just in general?
Yeah.
Exactly. It goes back to the woman and the confidence, because the woman may not be quote unquote hot, but if she owns it, then that might turn the husband on.
He has to think, it kind of has to be, she has to be hotter than him.
Yes.
In a way.
That's another good point. That's another good point.